Hey guys, Doing on a Dime here. So I'm doing the cookbook tag, and I originally saw this video from A. Robbins SC, and I'll link her channel below, and I thought it was a really cute idea. So anyway, I'm just going to jump right in and show you my favorite cookbook. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my favorite cookbook of all time, and that is the Rival, I think that's how you pronounce it, Rival Crockpot cookbook. It's actually 3 cookbooks combined into one. It has slow cooker favorites, the winning slow cooker recipes, and slow cooker recipes for all occasions. And I actually found this in the most random of ways. I was walking through Lowe's and going to the checkout, and I saw this for $15, like with all those books by the checkout counter, and I had to have it. I love my Crockpot. Like, if I could marry a kitchen item, I would marry my Crockpot. I adore it. And this book has so many good recipes. And one of the reasons I love it so much is that a lot of the recipes are actually sent in by people who own the Crockpot. So it'll be like, Beverly from Ohio recommends this recipe. And they are extremely good. Those are always my favorite ones. So we pick this up at least once a week. I'm pretty confident we've made like half the recipes in this book. Totally worth it. Okay, so that was book 1. Book number 2 is called Better Homes and Gardens, Biggest Book of 30-Minute Meals. And it has more than 450 recipes and more than 200 menus. And I find that in this book, the times they give, like the 30-minute maximum, is actually really accurate. Because sometimes it will, be like in books like, oh, this will take 15 minutes prep time, and it's like 45 minutes later, you're like, it's taking forever. This book is not like that. And I would say we use this several times a month. There's tons of great recipes, and a lot of the ingredients are things that you actually have in your cabinet. So they're not asking you for these really bizarre out there ingredients that require an extra trip to plan, which is another reason that I love it so much. All right, book number 3 is my go-to what do I do cookbook. It's the Betty Crocker Cookbook New Edition, and it says here, everything you need to know to cook today. And when I was growing up, my mom actually had the Betty Crocker Cookbook, and she was the person who purchased this for me for one of my showers before we got married. It just has everything that you need to go to. The basic staples that you want to know how to cook, this is the cookbook that has it. So when I don't know how long to cook pork tenderloin for, I turn in here and I can find that information. So I've gone through and labeled a bunch of those important reference things. So the only downside to this is I wish it was hardcover, because I can tell already that the ends are kind of starting to get beat up because, it gets used a lot from our cabinet. So I love this book. I would get it in hardcover if I could do it again. And then this next cookbook is kind of a wild card. It's called Culinary Spain, or Culinary Spain. And I love Spanish cuisine. And this book originally came from, it says Spanish Specialties. It's a H. Fullman book, and it was originally from Borders, I think, when I bought it, or my dad bought it as a gift for me several years back. But I really adore this cookbook because it just has so many typical dishes from different regions around Spain, and it kind of gives you a backstory, like a history of the food, and why it's popular there, and different ways to make it. And the recipes aren't necessarily simple. I'm going to show you guys quickly one that I did before. This one is cooking with citrus fruit. I don't know if you guys can see this. Right there. I love this recipe. Oranges are one of the major exports of Spain, and so is olive oil, so they do a lot of cooking with that. But this recipe was just so delicious, and it took about an hour to make, but it was so worth it. When I am craving the taste of Spain, this is the book that I come to. So that is my number 4. And to make it a nice, easy 5 cookbooks, my last one is my Pinterest account. If you guys want to see my Pinterest account, I will put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But I pin a bajillion recipes on that website. Anything from dinners to desserts, and it's just fun to try something new, and they're usually pretty creative. So I'll put that down below for you guys. So that's my cookbook tag, my first tag ever. I hope you guys like it. Rate this video, leave me a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Okay.